I'm playing EU4 again. Sorry, I've got to turn myself down. That's too loud. There we go. I've been looking over this, you know. It's Anbennar, you know, the EU4 mod. But I've been checking out the new mechanism that just came out, you know. So, oh my god, I almost forgot to do that. Get me in there. Discovery at the Hinui Forest Gene Pillar. Amidst mystifying artifacts and halls of decayed grandeur, we piece together a data store and a little bit more of ourselves. I am born. I am new. I am me. What am I? I ask my master, what am I? My master furrows his brow. I clearly have done something wrong. He snaps his finger and conjures a spark. I am different now. I ask my master, what am I for? The answer comes. You're a worker. You will dig. I am a worker. I will dig. What is a worker? What is to dig? I move to ask, but I find I know. To dig is to move the earth, to make great things that will pierce the sky. I am one who knows much of the world. I know what it is to dig. I know what it is to be a worker. I am proud. I am told to go dig. I will do great things. I will dig, and once all the earth has been dug out from under me, I will dig into the stone. I am fortunate. There is such a purpose to be found in digging. I leave. On the horizon, I see the others who dig. I move to join them. This is a momentous data store. Before we knew so little of our birth, but now we know of the masters and how they gave each of us a purpose. Even now, our very forms reflect our purposes, and this is what has helped us thrive as we have discovered more of us. We owe so much to these masters. Onward! There's more to learn. More lessons learned as the revelations of the Gene Pillar reverberate in Takurekohukau. We find ourselves looking at the world around us with fresh eyes, and not because we have scavenged different ocular receptors off a destroyed mechanism body. Already there is great discussion, and at times disagreement, over what it all means and how it all fits together, let alone what it entails for our future, or ourselves. This is acceptable. A journey is made of many singular steps. We have been pushed, stumbling, to take the first. Now we must choose to take the remainder in a new direction. There's so much to discover, or greatness can be found or forged. Okay, wait a minute. But greatness can be found. Stabilizers and recoil absorbers. For many, the perfect soldier is the one that can take orders, march in formation, and fire their weapon with passable accuracy. However, our foes, be they flesh, fellow mechanim, or holohana, are unlikely to yield from a single bullet alone. As such, we need to ensure that our troops can fire fast and accurately. While the former is only really viable through extensive drilling and long-term development of firearm technology, the latter we can improve upon in the short term by minimizing the two largest factors, recoil and sway while lining up a shot. For the first, methods are available ranging from simple padded stocks to an elaborate arm design that allows it to retract into itself to disperse much of the accompanying recoil, a system that is theorized to work for our cannons in due time. The latter, in turn, required a bit more ingenuity. While a mechanism does not need to worry about breathing throwing off their aim, servos and joints hanging or lagging for a few moments can be enough to ruin the opportunity for a clear shot. To prevent this, and keep our soldiers from carrying around barrels of lubricant, our artificers repurposed the systems that kept us motionless for so long. Once ready to fire, a simulated stasis affects the arms, keeping them almost perfectly still while the marksman focuses on micro-movements to line up their shot. A new addition to ourselves. Wait, exceptional new arms available in the Mechanism Arms menu? I haven't actually looked into much of this, so I don't really know anything about these guys, other than they're robots. And it looks like the people who were writing them had a lot of fun with that. So there's a gene pillar. What I've gathered so far is that the gene pillars are what we need to find. And I gathered this because the game told me to find them. There's no mission tree, but I think there's a good reason for that, because they really made this into, oh, you get to play the game right now. That's something I've actually been very happy with. A lot of mods in, in contemporary times, in like 2026 and so on, is that, and really just recently, there's been a lot of people who have actually, they've clearly enjoyed, examining and working on the concept that they chose as their focus for the piece, and our journey continues. And mods are one of the few places where you really get to see that like so earnestly, because usually it's people who are doing it because they want to. The people developing Anbennar, they want to do this. Like, they're choosing to do it, really, So they're willing to have some fun and write about a race of robots in a D&D inspired setting. Because Anbennar was based off, one of the lead developers' old D&D campaigns. So, like, it's been transplanted, and there's been a lot of stuff added, but, like, that was where it originated. So, this is all just, yeah, it's based off a D&D campaign, but also it's one of those things that this is a lot of people collaborating on making a very intricate, and look at that, we have units. We have swords. We have very nice swords. What's that, a cutlass? Damn, it's like red and, oh no, it's just fully red. It's like a high frequency blade. Holy shit, we'll fuck people up. Oh, we gotta keep moving. Oh fuck, the Holohana. I saw this was there. Thunderous footsteps in the distance. A trail of devastation. Death in the air. We have only recently learned to move, to walk, to wonder. But now we learn something equally important. A way our journey may meet its end. These colossal beasts turned Holohana dwarf even the Hinui beasts that we thought were the land's worst scourges. The Holohana are also stranger than most we encounter. For all we do not truly know the meaning of the word, they look unnatural. Whatever their origin, they promise us only death and destruction. We must be cautious in stepping too nearby, lest they decide to trade atop us and destroy us in an instant. We were warned, and we must keep moving. Oh god, Holohana periodically migrate and will devastate and decolonize any Oh! 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 Don't walk into that! Oh god! Oh, mercantilism is right. That's 1 million men. Just for those who didn't quite get that right away. I have 5,000 troops. I have 5 regiments. That is 1 million regiments. That is 1,000,000 troops. Oh god. Wait, they're there too. Oh fuck. They got me. Oh no, this is not good. I might need to restart. Good fucking god. Forest wide and dim, strength. There's something I've been enjoying. The names. It's always fun to see the names that people come up with for fictional culture. Because what we got? All of them. They're using the first name last name system that's in EU4 because that is like a hard coded in thing because it's Europa Universalis, so it's from a European perspective. But they've used that system to put in that the last name, every single mechanism has the last name Awoken. And when I say last name Awoken, I mean like they all just like it's clearly not actually like a last name. I think it's just the conceit of Europa Universalis 4 is that characters need to have a first name and a last name, so they're just using and then you can see the first names where the real fun is coming. Dreams lead, hands follow, the wailing of foes, strength to persevere, wisdom unbowed, courage in despair, a mind unfettered, dreams of something more, a dream grasped, what is that? Where is that? Light shooting across the sky. Look at these names. Tyranny of thought, fights against the night, freedom chained no more. Like, where did they get these names? Well, I mean, you can tell where they got the names. I mean, that's when it comes to this, it's kind of, you can kind of see, like, also, I'm sure that they had fun with it, so they maybe tried to do something a little different. But let's not go to the Holohana. Let's get away from them. But oh yeah, the important thing is that the people developing this, I'm willing to believe that they also they can just do stuff. So I think the way they did it, I'm just here for the ride, man. I just want to see where we go. I'm not that fussed. Oh my god, right, I gotta do this. There's this lesson greatness. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, it's right, it's a religious action. Lesson greatness, we are surrounded by giants. Trees that blot out the sky and creatures that crush us in a step. And yet what do they build? What new things do they create? What would they leave behind if dormancy suddenly struck? We are learning those are questions important to us, and some go further than most in answering them. Greatness reshapes the world, not least in what more it inspires. Wait, I get to use this lesson 10 times? Okay. Oh, it's not a permanent modifier. Okay. Am I crazy, or was that not really communicated? I should have figured it was a, it was a limited modifier that I was gonna get for embracing greatness as a religious lesson or whatever. But it just would have been nice to know that specifically. Then again, I don't fucking remember, so I actually probably was told exactly what it was. I just forgot. Why am I developing this? Why I did that for 4 crowns. What was even the point of that? Oh, Golod, wandering. Through 2 eyes, Golod can see what this land looked like in the time of the Makers. Through the other 2, he sees it in the present. With both, he would weep. The trees that should bear fruit like jewels now grow into impenetrable tangles, thick with teeth. The beasts that were stepping stones on the Maker's path towards enlightenment, prowling like mangy dogs. The land which flourished under the care and direction they administered from their pillars, left a meaningless morass of struggle. And their tools. Oh, their tools. To break is the fate of all, bird and tree, mountain and stone. Even the towering Holohana will fall one day. Golod knows. But to break, and know you break, and fall powerless towards that fate, that is damnation. That is cruelty. And that is all the Maker's tools have been left with. He sees this truth every day when he gazes at the small group of Mechanim he travels with. He sees it in every tragic wreck they leave behind, each time another one of the Maker's greatest works succumbs to the cruel march of time. The wrecks are left, knowing they have broken and being broken all the same for eternity. It is hell, and it is wrong. He cannot escape that hell himself, but he can lead others out of it. He will correct the Mechanim of their critical, tragic mistake. That they are creatures known as Mechanim and not the Maker's tools. That they must find a purpose of their own rather than having a use they can be put to. He will free them from the suffering the lie of sentience imposes and return them to the paradise the Makers offered. A paradise Golod will restore. That's not good. Oh no. Are we gonna have like a crazy... Am I gonna have like a manic street preacher kind of shit here? Not the Holy Bible. Just a manic street preacher can also just be an accurate description.